Hi friends, my name is Chaitanya Patki and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to look at the preview of the second test match which is going to take place at the Basin River between Sri Lanka and New Zealand. In New Zealand, the first test was arguably one of the greatest test matches of all time, and the dive of Kane Williamson will long live in the memory of many fans, including the Sri Lankan and New Zealand ones as well as the neutral fans. So, shifting gears to the second test, Sri Lanka is unfortunately after their loss on the final delivery just by 2 wickets versus New Zealand is out of the contention for WTC final. After Sri Lanka's loss, it was confirmed that indeed India is going to take the second spot. Australia automatically qualified after their heroic victory in Indore in the third test. So the WTC final is going to take place between India and Australia on June 7 to 11 at the Oval. The Sri Lanka has pride to play for, and they shouldn't be disheartened because they performed exceedingly well, and they showed that with the kind of talent and potential they have, they should consistently push for higher benchmarks. And after 2015, many people have written of Sri Lankan cricket, but as we saw last year in the Asia Cup as well, they are capable of producing some world class cricket. It is just a matter of consistency and time. The consistency needs to be given to the players as well, the freedom to express themselves, and head coach Chris Silverwood has been doing that until now. So it is a good going from Sri Lankan cricket. I thought that towards the last hour of play they were a little bit defensive, because as we saw in the last over, the field for my liking actually was a little bit too much spread out. Either they could have brought some men inside the circle. Who knows what could have been the outcome, but they played their part in one of the greatest tests of all time, and kudos to them. But in the second test match, New Zealand is going to start as firm favourites, despite the fact of Sri Lanka's heroic efforts in the previous test. All eyes will be on Devon Conway. He unfortunately didn't perform up to his potential in the last test. Tom Latham also looked very solid. Kane Williamson, the man for the moment, he turned up against England also 2 weeks before, and played a magnificent century against Sri Lanka as well. So his confidence is sky high, and he will be the marquee wicket for the Sri Lankan bowlers. Henry Nichols unfortunately has not been able to perform up to its potential, so all eyes will be on him as well. Neil Wagner is unfortunately going to miss out the second test match due to injury, which was well documented. Tim Southey is once again going to hold the key for the New Zealand bowlers, and I think they won't go with any spinners. Coming to Sri Lankan side, Dimuth Karunaratne has to turn up. He has been there one of the best batsmen. Oshada Fernando needs to step up. Kushal Mendis, first innings 85 runs, second innings he didn't score anything. So he has to find that consistency. That has always been the issue with Kushal Mendis. Angelo Matthews, welcome return to form. Has the great comeback, I would say, not return to form, I beg your pardon, has been a good sign, and Sri Lankan bowlers need to carry on from where they left, especially Lahiru Kumara and Ashita Fernando in the second innings of New Zealand bowl exceedingly well, made good use of the conditions, and once again they need to be at it, because New Zealand at home is one of the most difficult proposition in Test cricket currently. I would rate that just behind defeating India in India. Magnificent record over the past 7 and 8 years. And what makes Sri Lanka's effort even more commendable in the first test is that despite the fact of being short on confidence, they stood toe to toe and fought tooth and nail against the Kiwi side. But I think this Kiwi lineup has a lot of firepower in their ammunition, and so they start naturally as favorites, but you can never count the Sri Lankans out. They are capable of producing an upset any given day of the week. We have to remember that they defeated South Africa in South Africa by a 2-0 margin, first ever Asian country to defeat South Africa in their homeland. Not even India has been able to achieve that feat. So you never count out the Lankans, but the logic says that, and historically this has been a fortress for New Zealand, so it is going to be very difficult for the Lankans to penetrate it. But if they give their 110%, who knows, cricket is a funny game. But I still back New Zealand to win this game. Win the toss, bat first, that is going to be my inclination. Put runs on the board. If New Zealand get 400 plus, then it is going to be very difficult for Sri Lanka coming into the test match. And if Sri Lanka wins wins the toss, they also need to bat first, at least a score of 300 to 350, which will give them security, and their bowlers can experiment with the field. As I said that Asita Fernando and Lahiru Kumara looked in excellent rhythm. Prabhat Jayasuriya needs to work on his run up a little bit, although his lines and lengths were great. He is the lone spinner in the Sri Lankan squad. Dhananjay Adi Silva can also roll over his arm, but the main stuff in the spin bowling department has to be done by Prabhat Jayasuriya. So people have lot of expectations by at home, especially after his heroics against Australia at home. So this promises to be a good series. But as I said, the Kiwis start as the favorite. So how did you like my analysis and the preview of the second game? Please tell in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for further notifications. We'll meet in the next video. Till then everyone, bye, and I'm humbly requesting to you all once again, please subscribe.